Hey, Parlay Pete, what's up? How you doing, man?
We're doing fantastic. How are we doing, AC Lee? It's been a long time coming, no?
That's what she said.
Yeah? Hey. She's right a lot then.
Who you thought? Who is she?
Whomever the listener or yourself or myself wants it to be, I guess.
Oh man, when you were saying she's right, I thought you were talking about our favorite film, right? Because she's always right when she's writing film.
Well, and I guess that kind of gets to exactly what I wanted to get to. You know, a lot of people love VH1, Zeus, MTV, ABC, NBC, CBS, any network that you name. Some the four letter with Steve and stuff. I like my film.
I like my faith on film too.
Shout outs to at Faith on Film. That's FAYTH on film. I don't think there's an underscore. There might be. But if you type in Phalo Will with two Y's on the Faye, you can find her. Great TV show. Don't follow. I think you should follow.
Yeah, and if you see her and you listen to this show, like if you're confused,
if you know her, yeah, you might even. I mean,
no, not if you know her, but like, but if you just are watching this show and actually going to go follow her, I think when they see her page, they'll know who we're talking about.
But that's kind of the point.
Because we like to put our snouts in mud.
Well, I just think it's a good show.
I mean, I think it's a good show too. And her show itself is not snout and mud. You know, but if we didn't put our snout, but you know, if you know that we put our snouts in mud, you know, like what a precursor to us watching the show is. The leading lady has to look a certain way. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Well, she's a good look for that leading lady, and shout outs to her. You know.
Hey, should I tell her we gave her a shout out on the show?
You should tell her she should have watched, because if she wasn't watching, then that's her fault. But nonetheless,
you know, I'm actually gonna like text her right now and be like, you should watch the show today. We shouted you out. Yes, I text aloud, by the way.
There's nothing wrong with that. How have we been aside from that? I mean, we've had about a month layoff, which this is one of those areas where we do have it.
We usually plan them.
Where we're going to just be exclusively almost non-sports. But, you know, it's one of those periods, you know?
That's what she said.
It is. Is it not?
Hello, random person who's maybe not watching. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, I hope you're not a bot. Kaylee Y2G1W.
I mean, she can be a bot. You know, if it's gonna get the numbers up, just hey, bot, subscribe.
Yeezy, just jumped over Jumpman. That's basically what that is.
I mean, you would bring him up because
we'll get them later once we get to the culture hour. I know everybody wants to hear the fucking bully review. So,
and just to let y'all know, I don't have a review yet. I've listened to it. And I liked it. I just need to listen again because I have to listen to music multiple times before I can actually review it because I listen like the first time I listen, I'm listening to be like, yo, does this sound good to my ears?
Right, because that will dictate if you will even listen to it a second time.
Exactly. So it sounded good to my ears. The CeeLo track, I really like that. I just like the sound of it, the vibes. I'm a vibes guy, and I'll get into the lyrics later. Hey, real quick though, you want to hear some crazy lyrical shit that I learned?
What's that?
I was talking to one of my partners here in the Ville, and he was talking to me about a song he did with somebody else here locally. And he told me that he felt like the person took a shot at him on the song, right? And I went back and listened to the song, and the song sounds so different now. And it really made me think the importance. The song, no, like he had a artist. He felt like the artist that was featured took a shot at him, and there was some other stuff that I won't talk about. Okay. But it makes the song sound different. It makes the song sound better, and it made me think about like, wow, it's so important for artists to actually tell the story behind their music because the, the story can make the words actually mean something. Like you can now see what the artist is truly trying to say because they've had the platform, the
Correct.
runway to like lay out what's layered behind the words they use in the song, and that shit was dope. And shout
Yeah.
out to him. But no, man, I've been good. I've started AC's Afterthoughts back up. Just me kind of talking about things that I care about,
Right.
and it hit me because the Whitlock and Cam interview and the fallout after that, and then Whitlock had he had Marcellus on and they talked, and Whitlock made a point about Steve of ESPN saying he just responds, he doesn't create conversation.
Because he doesn't.
Yes, and he was getting at to like telling why he's just doing his whole Stephen A bit that I mostly agree with, by the way.
Okay.
Also, but I also understand why ABC would want someone like Stephen A to be their front man because
Well,
he's a
he's ambitious enough to think that he wants to run for president. I mean, there's a lot of things to like about Steve. He's a colored man.
well
He's
he's
been in
inter
the industry long enough, too. He has the
yeah,
experience. It's not like he doesn't
yeah,
talk about it. So, yeah.
yeah, he's good at talking. I mean, like he's good at entertaining people. He's good at entertaining people with his mouth.
Wow. If there's ever been a pause moment, it's that. But I
I
get
mean,
what you're saying.
but no, I'm saying like he talks. Like
I
I
get it.
don't think
This is
he's
an April Fool's joke. It's not childish enough. But boy, that is a wild way to say something. He's good with his mouth.
no, I did not say that. I say he's good at
Well,
entertaining
you
people
didn't
with
say
his
it
mouth.
that way, but you said it.
I mean, what does he do for a living? He talks. How do you
He
talk with
does
your
talk.
mouth? He's Why do people listen to him? Because he's entertaining to them, not me, but them. Because they don't go to him for information. He's not informative.
Well,
He doesn't he doesn't like frame conversations. He doesn't take complex things and makes them simple uh in a
he's
way that people can understand it. He just looks at complex things and gives a simple response to it that actually needs nuance. But I don't want to go on a rant about Steve to open the show, even though that probably would do. If we included him in more of our
the
posts,
algorithm might cook up.
the algorithm would probably rock with us because Steve tells it all the time. People are just coming at him because they want a response.
They do.
I'll tell you, Parlay Pete, Bake Pie, whoever you are today, I don't want a response from
I'm the
Steve.
same guy every day.
I don't want a response from Steve. I want a response from the people. you know, I, I'm talking to the people to tell them that Steve is misleading them. I'm not here to say, "Hey, Steve, respond so I can get some clout." I don't care about
You mean
Steve's
like
response.
man who needs cookies?
I want to bake pie to use me. Oh wow,
He doesn't need
that's a
shit on me.
bot.
That's crazy.
Are you into that?
No, and I
Would you
wouldn't
do
be
it to
able
a
to do it
woman?
with anyone. No, I wouldn't do it with anyone. But yeah,
Would you let
honestly,
a woman do it to you?
no, I appreciate the compliment though.
Would you allow a woman to use your face
No.
as a seat cushion?
Yeah, I've eaten ass before, so like that's almost natural. Yeah, but I like women. I'm
Wow.
a heterosexual male, and like
Yeah. So you think? Well, Jaden Ivey is also heterosexual male.
well, he's about if you're married and you're doing it. And the thing is that I guess it depends on what people. Everybody's got their own set of values and
Hey,
views.
let's open with Jaden Ivey. I know we should open with Falcons first,
No, I think we're fine.
but let's open with Jaden
Got a
Ivey
football
because
season.
yeah, let's try to work the algorithm a little bit,
Yeah,
But Jaden Ivey was released by the Bulls, waived. They tried to get him for conduct detrimental to the team, but he was like, "I ain't been with the team." So yeah, long story short, they got to pay him.
yeah.
And mainly his strong religious beliefs are what got him pushed out of Chicago. And before I let you go in on this one, I will say this here: if those are Jaden Ivey's religious convictions, I support him expressing them, because if you are truly like locked in with your faith, most of us aren't. If we're being honest, we're locked in with a lot of idols. If you're truly locked in with your faith the way that the good book says, that comes over anything. So if that's how he has understood the word and has been taught the word and has learned the word, and he stands on those principles, he's okay with whatever comes with that, because his ultimate goal isn't here on earth. So it's not for earthly people to even judge. And yes, we're going to comment on it because we're going to give an earthly comment on it, but
Correct.
it's not for earthly people to judge, because that's between him and God. And he only cares about what God thinks, clearly, because he gave up the opportunity to continue to make millions and millions of dollars. So,
Correct.
yes, from a worldly point of view, he fucked up. But from a faith based point of view, and I'm not saying I agree with him, I'm only saying if you are following the word of God the way that I understand it and have been taught it and read it and learned it myself, that you stand on that before anything, and that's what gets you to heaven. And it's not
Correct.
all the other stuff. So if his goal is heaven based on his understanding, I have no issue with it. But also, if I'm the Chicago Bulls and I'm running the basketball team, hey yo, get this nigga out my locker room.
Yeah.
Nigga don't play. Nigga hurt. He ain't got a track record of being great in this league. He causing problems. He ain't Josh Giddey. Because, Giddey, his allegations. So it's not a moral thing. It's not a moral thing. And I need people to understand that when you're talking about building a team, morals do matter to some degree, but production matters first. How good are you? And this isn't even sports. This is in business, whatever. How good are you at your job? Go ahead, Parlay Pete. I'm done.
All I was gonna say was this: most people don't even know what it's like to run something. That's why a lot of people, when they never ran anything, when they get in a position of power, they have power trips,
Yeah.
because it's like, well, Meek Mill said it best. There's levels to this shit for everybody. Seriously. Now, 5 years ago, Lee, if we were doing this podcast, I'd tell everybody, you'd be like, well, you work for yourself. Like, you would say that to me. And I'd say, no, I work for my customers. Because guess what? They really are my bosses. Now, in a situation, if I go to a warehouse, not to bring personal in, but my point is this, it still rings true today. I am still servicing the customer. And even in these extraordinary circumstances that had not been for almost a decade, when you're in these positions, a lot of people don't run what they think they do. So when you don't run what you think you do, somebody like Jaden Ivey, who, in his defense, he's probably set for life. If anyone looks up his rookie contract, he's going to make $40 million. That's honestly enough to still be good.
Yeah.
Certainly, if he's selfish, he's good if he's smart. But like, even his family too, everybody can be good off that.
I don't think he comes from poverty. I think his mom played at Purdue too, and like a college basketball
And right,
coach. Like
and I'm not even taking into account that. I'm just saying, just him, right? Just looking at it, he can do this if that's what he really feels. I'm curious as to if that was a draft, like during the draft process, that came up, or if there's something going on currently, right?
Well, and that's the thing. He may have had.
He could be bipolar.
Well, no. I don't. No. I don't even want to. Let's not even bring mental health into our conversation, because nothing about that's been reported. Let's just say he had, but it hasn't been reported.
Bizarre if it wasn't known before.
Maybe, or Detroit was covering it up because they wanted to get rid of him.
But he's the fourth pick, right? I know he out of Purdue.
Fifth, yeah.
He was averaging 15 points a game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, let's not bring the mental health into it. Let's just say maybe he had a
I'm
religion.
not using that as, I'm just saying
No, no,
maybe.
no, no. I know you're. I know. I'm just saying. Let's not even use it in any way to frame our conversation.
I'm not
Let
framing it that way though.
No,
But
no. I know, but I'm just saying. Like, let's not even use it at all. Like, because that can be perceived as a cop out. That's used oftentimes when people have beliefs that don't go with the mainstream at the time. So I'm just saying, what if he's been injured? He's had time away from the team. He's been injured multiple times. What if he had a religious awakening, or you know what I mean, during his time away because he had more spare time? As somebody who didn't work for almost 6 months, I had time to watch documentaries, read stuff, do other things that I hadn't ever had time to do, and it's changed my perspective on life. I'm
that's
not fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
that's
I just
no, that,
had free time that I've never had before.
that
Maybe
no,
he just
that's
had
fair.
free time that he. I'm not saying that the mental health thing it may that could be the answer, but because there's no reporting around it, I just don't think we should use that in our conversation. Because that
That's
could
fair.
just be a nigga standing like dog. We're sons of ministers who bring, you know what I mean, like who've been called by God to bring the word. Even if we don't agree with what he is doing based on our understanding of the word, if a man is standing on his religious principles, I don't want to have a conversation about no mental health because that man may be more locked
I
in
don't
with God than
disagree with
all
what
of
he's
us.
doing. I don't disagree with what he's doing. I think that he's I'm not gonna call him a martyr or anything, but like in the modern sense of it, he's kind of the first person to like speak up and be like, well, if you believe this, that, and the third, I guess it would depend on how people interpret the Bible. But like it,
Yes,
because that's where it comes from, and so but and I want to make this very clear so that nobody can be upset about me that views this, but by all accounts, for the most part, most people believe that being gay is a sin. If you believe in the Bible, that is the way that that is interpreted. I don't know if
yes,
that is the case. I don't believe that. I believe that there are people that don't believe in God that will go to heaven because of, and let me not say don't believe in God. People that don't necessarily reject Christ, but also can't make, I would know.
hey,
I
no,
don't,
you're getting no, you know, you're getting into my religious wheelhouse, right? Because I've looked at a lot of
I
different
don't know.
no,
But
but
if
I'm telling you, like I've looked at a lot of different world religions, and the tenets are the same. And we've had a bunch of religious wars, and I mean, right now the United States is in a holy war, right? Like that's the basis of this war, with Iran and what's going on with Israel and Palestine. This stuff is based on
mhm,
religion. So if
correct.
we can use religion to radicalize people to fight for something, anything, but all of these religions are based in the same principles: do right by others, do unto others as you would do unto yourself, and worship a higher power.
Yeah.
We can get into semantics when it comes to certain diets and disciplines and stuff like that, but the moral compass is essentially the same. I don't think if God is who I understand him to be, is going to send somebody to hell because they were born on the side of the world where the cultural norm isn't Christianity.
That,
And if
but
Buddha,
that
if Buddha is the ultimate being, I don't think I'm going to Buddha bad place because I grew up in a Christian society.
and I don't want to bring up somebody. There's somebody I know that doesn't believe, and you do too. But the thing
Well,
is
you're
that,
coming in choppy.
can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good now.
There's somebody that we both know that doesn't believe in God, and the thing is that he's such a great example for me because I look at him or her as someone that I believe that their moral compass embodies honestly
He
the
ain't living no different than any.
just hear
He's
me out
not.
real
Oh
quick.
yeah, I'm sorry.
The epitome of what it is that a lot of people strive to be from the standpoint of being truthful, being I'm not gonna say like Christ-like necessarily, but like at the same time, being somebody that
Stands
wants
on his principles.
will and wants to be used by his community for the
Yeah,
greater good of it. And so
bro, that
they're
nigga.
confused
We
about
saw him in Atlanta. We saw him in Atlanta what, a month ago? Because no, we're not gonna say a name, but people can figure out who it is because he wouldn't care. Um,
yeah, we can
but
call
like
him
he,
now and talk about it. Like
yeah, but like
how direct it is. Yeah.
yeah, but like he flew into Atlanta because his daughter was cheering at halftime at the Hawks game, so he shot in town for the weekend to see that. Like he's a person who rejects religion. And honestly, his reasons for rejecting religion are valid reasons. There are flaws with
I don't agree with
organized
him.
religion.
Right. I don't agree with
No,
his
no,
reason, but
I don't agree with his reasons, but I understand them.
exactly.
And but at the same time, he's a good person. And I'm not saying this because he's my friend. I'm saying
But it's
this
not that he's
because
just a good person, but he exemplifies exactly what it is that you
well, and
expect.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
he lives the life and rejects the other part because of the mainly because of the abuse of the people in those situations. Again, that's another conversation. And if you if you are a true intellectual, you have to question religion. And you also have to accept that your acceptance of religion goes against your intellect because it
Nobody should ever not have questions.
like because religion honestly doesn't make sense. I am religious. I believe in a higher power. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. But my Christian values, my Christian beliefs aren't your traditional Christian beliefs because I read other stuff and I have my own mind.
And
Um,
you're open to listening to people, whether they can persuade you or not. You're okay with listening to what somebody has to say and understanding it. And then, even you don't just formulate your own opinion, you're going to naturally do that. It's more than just having an opinion on it. It's becoming one even with that person. And it's just like I can still bond with you even if I disagree with you. It's I feel like that is exactly because just if somebody told anyone that denied Christ walking this earth, do you think that he wasn't still kind to them? Like, does that change that?
but
No. So
the
it's like,
first pope denied Christ 3 times for the rooster crowed, man.
but this is
You
my
know what I mean?
point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but yeah, like Peter knew the nigga personally, cut a nigga ear off defending this nigga, and then denied him 3 times to save himself, and he still became the first pope. We're all, all the sin that comes short of the glory of God. We're human, we're flawed,
You see
but
it?
yeah, but I also think these preachers are janky, especially that Michael Todd nigga.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't saying yeah to the Michael Todd thing, but what I am,
I'm saying the Michael Todd
he's
thing,
a preacher.
not my friend Todd,
Oh,
the preacher Michael Todd. No,
Nick,
my
you
friend Michael
said it.
Todd.
What am I?
No,
What am I?
my friend Michael Todd Dean is not a preacher. I don't call Todd Michael Todd. I call him Todd.
Well, you just said Michael Todd. What am I supposed to
I
take it?
thought, I mean, because he's like famous. He be going viral. He the nigga that spit on the nigga, spit in his mouth with some crazy
Did
shit.
Drewski use him in a skit?
His skits were inspired by him.
Was it the Dior jacket or what? Who was
Yeah,
he?
yeah, 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 yeah. Like, yeah. No, Michael Todd be on that, bro. You should just like after the show, you should
I
look up who
know,
he is.
but when you say it, I know a nigga named Michael. You know a Todd. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
the funny thing is, my friend Todd, his
Like,
no, my friend Todd, his name
I, mean,
is Michael
I didn't
Todd.
realize we were taking the gloves off for this.
No, man, no, that's my nigga. I'm going
I
to his
know it
house
is.
tomorrow.
That's why nigga, I start looking at you different. I'm like, God damn, let me get off this podcast. No, I'm fucking.
Hey, speaking of which, we're gonna be at the Loft April 18th, R&B party. Grown
Oh,
and sexy vibe. Pull up.
who's hosting?
Shit, me and Todd.
Okay. I'm trying. I didn't know what this new. So I did the first you brought it up to me.
They got hosted a party a month ago. What are you talking about?
I know, but what's the billing gonna be?
Huh?
The billing on the hosting is gonna just say AC Lee and at T13 or something.
T133, but we're actually we got a meeting tomorrow to figure that out. We gonna
Wait,
you
what day
know
is it?
2 weeks from Saturday. You'll be free.
So then, do you want to make it a wash and winning one?
I don't think that'll resonate with the bill. I think it'd be a great
Why
introduction
don't we
though.
introduce it to him?
We can introduce it to him there. I can't talk to you on mic why I can't talk about I can't tell you why we can't do a Washington winning on mic, but I can tell you off mic.
I mean, people will be pissed off, Lee. You don't want them to be pissed off. I totally
Nah,
understand.
no, it's not about pissing people off. It's just about making sure that we break through properly with the
Yeah,
community and
but
then
somebody has to be the. You can say it's
no,
at
no, we're
33
we're
at A_2 period underscore C period.
no, we're gonna figure out how we're like we're gonna meet tomorrow to do that. Like see, here's the thing though, Parlay P.
I can get Stone Mountain to come to Cartersville.
Hey, bring them
No,
on,
I wouldn't
please.
get Stone Mountain, but I can get I can get some people in Atlanta to come. No doubt.
Hey, it'll be worth their while
Hey,
because I can throw an after party if I need to.
we can get some people to fly. Look, we can make it.
Hey, nah, we don't need anybody to fly.
No, well, they're your buddies too. They'll come though if they know that we're coming.
Oh yeah, Juicy, come on, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, nah, but
or you can get people from South Georgia to fly to drive up. I mean,
South Georgia, who lives in South Georgia?
who lives in Fayette?
That ain't South Georgia.
That is South Georgia. It's not Albany, South Georgia, but it's South.
I'm saying it's South. It's not Macon.
South of Atlanta. South of
Atlanta. Yeah, I'm about to say it ain't South Georgia till you pass Macon.
Nigga, that's hey.
I mean, see, you don't get it. You haven't.
Georgia is Atlanta, so
you haven't lived it.
But it is.
You haven't lived the full Georgia life. You know, I grew up in North Georgia.
I was going down there before you though.
But you didn't live there. See, I lived in North Georgia.
But I was down there every week.
And then I lived in Atlanta. You did
Monday through Friday down there. I didn't do that.
I lived in South. Nigga, I did Monday through Sunday before. Nigga, I was in Albany almost 4 years.
But I'm all over Atlanta, the metro.
Yeah. You're an Atlanta nigga, so you'll call Fayetteville South Georgia because you're an Atlanta nigga.
Well, I didn't. When I said South Georgia, I really did mean south of Atlanta.
I know what you meant,
Georgia.
But see, your brain just goes straight South Georgia because after Atlanta, after Atlanta, you're in Florida. It might as well be. Not the good part of Florida.
Yes, I don't know. What do you want me to say?
You a city nigga. Go there and get you a scat. Next show, put on a shiesty. And start saying twin and gang and family.
The nigga, gang. The last show that we did, I think I told you I got some wings. That's what the nigga that served me the wings, he was like, he's like, what you want, twin? And again, I understand. I'm looking at this nigga, and I'm like, man, you like at most 20, but you probably like 16, 17, maybe even 18. And I know that wing spot is a family-owned business. They are family-owned, but either way,
black owned.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, everything down here is black, but like, except the gas station, and maybe that Domino's. That Domino's is not black owned, but I think even the Popeyes, like, it's a lot of shit. Cascade.
Man, get to the story, bro. I ain't caring about no damn Domino's.
Hey, well, look. The point is this. We as people have to do better. No, I'm not going to do that. But I don't even know where we were at. I know we were talking about religion at first, there for a second.
Oh,
Not
you know
even
what?
religion, but
I got something for you because it kind of like off of this. You talked about power trips and yeah. So name a time uh professionally when you were young and you had a power trip that you're comfortable sharing.
I mean, so for me, I think that my power trips were never in the workplace. They were always outside of it.
Oh, that's bullshit.
No, I never power
You
tripped around
bro,
employees.
you no, I'm not saying around an employee, but you power trip professionally. Everybody's power trip professionally.
There's nobody for me to power trip to because the only people that I email are the people that I work with.
It's not about even the email. It's about like your demeanor, your response. You're
It,
lucky you're my friend.
it was outside of customers. That's what I'm saying. So like if I'm at an airport, let's say I'm at DFW in Dallas, and like I don't know, I'm leaving from there because we do work in the Grapevine, Dallas, Fort Worth area. Maybe in a situation like that, I'll sit there at Papado's at the airport and basically talk cash shit. Like, nah, I flew in here for 4 hours today. I'm collecting, we just got a 18,000 check from these people this week. They're gonna keep doing it, but now I'm flying to Vegas to kind of fuck it off. That's the power trip. This is what I'm saying. I never
Oh
around
no,
amongst the
you're full
people
of
that
shit.
I've hired or the people I work with. I don't ever display that. Seriously, I really
I'm
don't.
not I'm not talking about a display of a power trip. I'm just talking about you power tripping. You've definitely power tripped. If you can't think about it or don't want to share it, it's okay.
Nah, I just can't think of a good time that's happened. Like I look at. I mean, maybe, but I don't. But you don't look at it as a power trip if you're paying somebody to do something and you know you're overpaying them and then you're disappointed in the idea of them being upset about it. That
It
would be the
sounds
only
like it.
time that I could think of that. But I don't think that's a power trip either. I still don't, even to this day, even in the position I'm in now. I don't think of it that way. So it's like, because it wasn't. That's not what that is. But there have been a specific employee of mine where I know how much I was paying this employee, and he would bitch about it then, and even today, you could argue the tables have turned, but to a degree, he wishes it would go back to what it was because I don't think he realized how good he had it. So it's like, you know, that would be an example of that. But like, I can't seriously. I think that more of the power trip would be more of it's not with people that you work for or work with. I think it's the people around you to think more about what it is that you do. I don't
Oh man, no, I've definitely power
story where
tripped at work.
I've never. I
Oh
seriously.
yeah, I'll tell you a story. It was early in my Marine Corps career. I was definitely insecure in my leadership style and actually my relationship with my Marines. It was super early on too though. And I had a bunch of Spanish speakers in there. And they used to
Mhm.
speak Spanish all the time.
Yeah.
I banned Spanish from the office.
Oh well, that is a power trip moment.
Not really, because it's actually not against the rules in the military. Uh
How's it not a power trip moment?
I mean it was a power trip moment because of my reason. The fuck y'all niggas saying? But then, like built up trust, built up relationships and stuff, and then you get to a point to where you don't care. And then you marry into a Spanish family, and then you realize, oh, these motherfuckers don't really speak English unless they talking to English speakers.
Well, that's you. You're the English speaker. That's the
Well,
point.
yeah, so yeah, that's the point. Like when they would be talking to each other, they're speaking Spanish just because that's natural, like because that's their first language. I didn't have that understanding yet. And I learned it over time, and then also just becoming more secure in my role and who I am and how I do things. Um, you get to the point to where you don't care what people say. Like, give a fuck if y'all talking shit. We still gonna do what the fuck I
Right.
said, but we still gonna do what we said we gonna do.
Right.
Like and at that point, I didn't know how to look at a product necessarily and tell what was good and bad about it.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of times power trips. I mean, power trips come from insecurity because if you're secure in your role, like in any role, you ain't tripping on no power because you got it.
But and seriously, not to sound like the perfect like gentleman or anything, but seriously, that's why like when you just asked me that question, I am so seriously. I don't do that around customers or employees. I really don't. And I tell you what, maybe there's somebody that's worked for me that could tell a different story. But from my perspective, even self awareness, I've never done that. And so, like,
You know,
but I don't mind sharing that
hey,
outside of the work
hey,
environment.
hey, just
I
don't say you think you've done it because I have an example for you.
Give me one.
I'll tell you later.
Give it to
No,
me.
no, no, no.
Give it.
I won't say it here. I won't say it here.
No, do it.
Oh, no, no, no. I won't. I won't say it here.
No, do it.
No,
What does it
I'm
have
not
to do?
going to.
When was it?
I, I'm.
Because you have
It
to
was a
remember, you said
no,
power,
no.
but
It was
I
a
just
convers
with
a
no
convers.
employees
It was
and
a
no like somebody that I work with, and that I
It was
said
a con.
to them or been around them. I've never done
It,
it.
a conversation that we had the last time we saw each other.
Can you bring up any?
No,
Say it. Just say it. I don't
no. The conversation me, you, and Jew had.
about who.
I'm not- just yeah.
Type it.
It's that.
But I'm just saying no. But I already brought it up. I just what you just said. I just said that I had one employee. That's not
Okay,
that.
that's fair. No, 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 no,
I
no.
already said that though. I said,
Well,
but I'm talking about then too. You
yeah, I know
were
you're talking about then.
separate
I'm
issues
talking.
then.
I'm talking about today. You said never.
That's not a power trip because I'm for one
I
that
no no no. I don't want to talk about it on the show.
he's
It's
not
not a show
my
conversation.
employee anymore either. Now is he?
No, I know, but it's not a show conversation. It's not.
Nobody knows who I'm talking about.
It doesn't matter. It's still not a show conversation. It's real life.
Fair.
It's real life.
Is it about time that we get to Falcons first in these
I mean, I
uniforms?
wish I could play the music and shit, but I still haven't
We can
purchased a
say
new
it together
soundboard.
if you want. I can act like
Mm.
we're in Sister Act, and I could be Whoopi Goldberg's black ass. This is a joke coming from fucking Don't Be a Menace because they said he's like I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips.
Goldberg lips.
So if her lips are black as fuck, she's black as fuck. But nonetheless, ooh,
Lady. No.
ooh, ooh. Well, now
Falcons fan.
no, actually, it should be Arthur Smith. He's like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run fucking football.
Falcons
That's
fan.
what he said.
Hold on. We are. I forgot how it goes.
Well, that's why I started from the beginning. That's why I was like, ooh, ooh.
We are here to do a Falcons.
Yeah, I tell you, here you go. Then we can start here. 1, 2, 3, go. What do Falcons do? Falcons,
Rise.
Falcons rise up.
Oh my bad. I fucked that up. Hey, let me tell you about these rising up fucks. By the way, the last couple of years they ain't been giving niggas no love with the season tickets.
They never
Niggas pay up.
Lee, they haven't been doing it ever in
Hey,
reality.
no, but hold on. But no,
They
they're
haven't.
begging, bro. But no, but this year they're begging.
Well, because a lot of people can't believe in the idea of okay, so Tua is going to be the day one star, but you're selling Penix jerseys. What are we supposed to take away from that?
That I elected not to renew my season tickets,
Look, we got
and
our.
it wasn't a financial decision. I mean,
I understand
finances.
that.
Yeah,
I just think
It
that,
wasn't even
like,
about the money.
overall, like, I mean, again, we've had them. Man, look, my parents, they've had them since Fulton County, so we're gonna always have them. But the thing is that think of as bad it could be bad, and we'll still have those fucking tickets. But the thing is that, like, for me, I look at from the standpoint of, okay, well, Michael Penix is who I still believe in Michael Penix, but like,
Yeah, we know.
what direction are we actually going?
A direction that will not get my money.
We got New Jersey's coming,
I
and
might go to every home game this year.
but we've got these New Jerseys coming, and that always signifies fresh start. It always has for a lot of franchises. It does. For the most part, it does
It
signify.
ain't got shit to. It ain't got shit to do with the product on the field.
Michael Vick got drafted, sat basically behind Chris Chandler. Then the first year he started, he wore those jerseys. Then the next year we had New Jersey. So it was
Michael Vick led us to the. Michael Vick had a playoff victory
in those
before he got New Jersey. Yeah, before he got New Jersey. See,
correct.
Michael Penix.
We beat the Packers, who had never lost a home playoff game ever.
Yeah. See, the Falcons haven't been to the playoffs since Matt Ryan and Julio were still good.
But they transitioned to those jerseys the year after Julio left, and we drafted Kyle Pitts. And we've had a lot of good players come in, of course, during that period.
All I'm saying is, there's no optimism for me in this jersey change. There's no optimism to me with the Falcons. You know,
but it's supposed to signify. But my point in bringing it up is that it's just supposed to signify a.
I don't give a fuck what it do until September.
No, well, December. In reality, yeah, we can't September, but December.
I mean, no. I once the games start getting played. Not once the games start getting played is when I care.
But we
and
don't.
If my schedule permits, I'll be a game to game ticket holder. Now, don't get me wrong. If I could have got my seats back, different conversation. I wasn't sitting in row 31 up there, nigga. You can suck my dick. No,
but it's the way to go. But that's why. Let me tell you, even that year where I was doing it, because that's what I was doing, and I had told you, I was like, this while I was living down the street still. I was like, man. I mean, we had the PSL, but I was like, I couldn't. I was like, nah. I was like, man. I was like, it's too much money, and like
the product on the field, and the product,
like,
and the product, but the product on the field, doesn't say, hey, when I'm thinking about like cutting things out the budget, you know what, this can go, because you know what, I can still get to a game, and if I want to get season tickets back, we'll be fine, because y'all niggas ain't good.
The biggest thing with them was as long as the money stayed that we had already spent. I know exactly how much money was invested in the seats, and like, man, it was too much money. And I was like, well, we can't let it go. I'm glad, shout outs to my brother Donis. I'm glad he was able to buy the tickets or buy the PSL. So now there's no money. Now it is just the fucking, the seat itself. And like that makes a ton of sense. But the thing is that.
And that's where they fuck you, man. They fuck you because you invest the money into the PSL. Mind you, I invested far less than you and your family did. And I was sitting there like,
but it doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter how much money. It's the investment itself. It's the idea that people invest in this, and it's still the product is the same. So the amount of money doesn't matter. It's just the product.
No. I'm telling you my personal of walking away. It's like, dang, I don't want to walk away from this much money I've put into it to then maybe want to come back and start all the way over.
Invest it elsewhere. You can't waste the money. Don't waste the PSL.
Well, no,
because you can't get that back. You got to, even if you buy a 300 level ticket, buy it just to sell it then, at the worst case. And then go to the games that don't sell.
Nigga, I'm not sitting on fucking 300s.
But you don't have to buy the tickets. I'm just saying don't waste the PSL.
Too late. I already told them I'm good.
Well, when does that end? Because hell, if we can.
Nah, it don't end because they running the ads this year. They wasn't running the ads last year.
But I'm saying, look, I mean, we'll pay off the balance and you just give us the tickets. But
I don't know. They hit me up because I put down my deposit for some seats, and I told them to refund it. I
It's
don't
still
think I
worth
got
it
it yet.
because of the concert and stuff. Like, I mean, I know for
But
like
I live in Cartersville, bro. I don't.
Taylor Swift comes, brother. You cleaned up one way or another. Like it just
I
you're
had a
not
good
getting out of
time.
Georgia much, but you
Hey man,
let Swift
I
go
had a good.
once.
I had a good time, and if it makes sense to do it again, I'll be back. I'm honestly more interested in the Hawks these days.
I think you're more interested in tropical islands, but that's just my opinion.
Well, fuck off.
No, I won't. How about you fuck off?
You know, maybe I will.
You know, what do you want? You know, but
Bro, that was a good joke. That was a good joke
well,
cuz you don't even know. I don't you realize you double entendre?
yes, I did it on purpose. Yeah,
Okay, I didn't know if you knew you were double entendre in there.
no, I was.
I mean, that's really like.
I'm a smart cookie. I'm not a dumbass. I promise. I know you know that, but like, I'm
I
not.
mean, yeah, if you were a dumbass, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you.
Well, point point in case. But what I will say real quick, because we are on the Falcons, did you see? So you didn't see the leaked jersey, the
Yeah,
one.
I
There's
sent them.
only one that
Yeah,
leaked that
I
actually
sent it to
leaked the
you.
jersey.
I sent it to you or to the group. Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't. I haven't been in the group, but like the red one.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so I pretty much somebody did leak the whole one. They don't have the pants, and this is what I was telling Justice. The biggest thing is that those pants, if they're the gray ones, we're cooking with grease no matter what. Gray is going to look good with all those uniforms. It because it will. They they're having a pop up on 404 Day. Somebody put it up. I forgot where. I don't know if it's Centennial or not, but like
Are you trying to pop out?
I am. I'm not gonna buy a jersey only because I want to get a.
Custom.
Yeah, I think I want to do. If I don't get a custom, then I'm not buying a Bijan because I don't know. It feels wrong wearing 7. Well, I know
Bro,
that
just
Bijan's gonna have a far. As long as he's a Falcon for life, he will have a far better career than Michael Vick ever did
you
wearing 7.
you
Not as
gotta go.
well. We don't know if it's going to be as impactful, but
It's not.
I will always associate 7 with Vic, so it doesn't matter. But what I will say is that Drake London,
That's
5
a
was,
jersey.
was my high school basketball number. And I mean, I like Drake London. Like, I think Drake London's a dog, but I've been thought
Drake
like,
Drake London, James Pierce.
oh,
Uh,
okay. You
nah,
say
but I'm saying,
Jalen
but
Walker
nah, but
instead?
nah, you would go Jalen Walker. You don't go wrong with a Jesse
Jesse Bates
Bates,
is
even.
going to be gone in 2 or 3 years.
But
So,
I was gonna say you're not gonna get much tread out of it unless you're okay wearing a former player's jersey.
yeah.
Yo, I've got a question about that.
Now, Bates?
No, so I have a Julio jersey that's not in my possession.
Okay.
I have a Morehouse crew neck that's not in my possession.
Are these all with the same people?
Yes,
Okay.
you can guess.
Okay. Yeah. I think I have a good
Uh,
understanding. Yeah.
I kind of want those back, but they've like not been with me for months.
Brother, you just got to buy them again at that point. I don't.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that was the answer, and I'm really mad because
It's
that
the
Julio jersey, the Julio jersey is the color rush jersey, the red color rush that
I
like
have
I
it.
can't
Yeah, I have one.
that I
Yeah.
can't yeah that I can't buy again.
Yeah, because they probably wouldn't throwback anything like that. And even if they
Mm,
did, you wouldn't want to buy a throwback. You got
No,
the
I
old.
want I got the authentic, like the expensive one, not the bullshit one either. Like I kind of want that one back. The Morehouse crew neck is cool.
Nobody can see this but you unless they're watching
That's
live.
a that's the toggle.
that. So if you go to my Instagram, it's my first picture. It's me and Justin with my mom. I
That's Mari in the tuggle.
in front of the house. Yeah. Yesterday
Oh, that's
they
beautiful.
had a you have to wear a
Well, get your daughter
jersey
off
or
the screen.
something.
Get your daughter off the screen. You don't post your daughter on social
I
media.
don't, but
We
that's
seen
okay.
that.
But the thing
Okay.
is that so she wore that jersey. I've had that jersey since I was about 5. So full circle moment with her wearing. That's why I had to take the picture before her mom got her because I was gonna do it at the school. I didn't do it, but I did it here, and it turned out the picture looks great. And so like talk about a full. It just was a full circle moment because literally, like I said, if you go to my Instagram now or anybody that's listening or whatever, I mean,
At Big Pie.
think it's private, I guess, but like if you follow me and you listening, it's the first picture on my Instagram, but it's a picture of me, Justice, and my mother. And the thing is, it's right outside. It's over there, probably Spring Street or something. I mean, it's right by where the Georgia Dome was, which is now where Signia is or whatever. But like in the Home Depot backyard. But the point being, it was a full circle moment because I still have the jersey, A, but then B that they had something where she had to, and her mom was like, "Do you have like a jersey or a shirt that she could wear?" Oh, I said, "Well, Couture, I'm 6'1" and you're 5'2", and Mari's even smaller than you. You can't fit any of my stuff. I said, I still do have my kid's jersey. That is a Falcons jersey. And I was like, she can wear that. So she wrapped it up nice to where it did fit her because again, it's a smaller. I can't wear the jersey, but I still have it, and it was beautiful just to pick her up that day from school, and like I'm like, wow,
Oh, look at your smile. You're getting excited. I love that.
what you have to understand. I want you to really think about this, Lee. How many things do you have from when you were your daughter's? Well, she's younger, but like for me, literally, I know that I was about 5 or 6, and the
I've
idea
got
that
I've
I've
got
kept that jersey.
I've got one jersey. I recently got it. I got it from my mom's house after I moved back to Cartersville. And it's the first jersey that I ever asked for. It's a black Bulls Michael Jordan jersey. I have it sitting
His
in my
jersey.
closet. Yeah. I have it sitting in my closet. I don't know why I still have it. And you saying this, I'm like, holy shit. I got this when I was in kindergarten,
So it's
after
a
kindergarten
champion.
graduation. Yeah, it's champions. And I'm like, Lo can wear this soon.
Yeah, and
So that
Michael Jordan
so
jerseys don't go out of style. So
no, never, no, because he's the GOAT.
yeah, well,
I've
he's
said a lot of things. No, I've said a lot of things, but Michael Jordan's the fucking GOAT.
yeah, fuck Jordan is Kobe's. I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I said that and I meant that when I said it, but I'm not gonna hold you.
No, we'll get to it once we get to the NBA because we're going to wrap up this Falcons and we are going to get to the NBA.
Hey,
But
hey, can I give you a quick full circle moment?
go for it.
So I FaceTime Lo yesterday on break at work.
Mm-hmm.
And she answers and she has on an apron and a chef's hat because she helped her mom cook breakfast. And according to them, she cooked it all herself. I don't know what that actually looks like because, I was at work. But yeah, she helped out. And I cook in an apron. And her mother obviously knows that I cook in an apron because she's bought me aprons. But just to see that she did that, and I don't know if she did it because, oh, your dad cooks in aprons or just she's a kid and it's cute. But I felt like, oh shit, she cooking like her daddy in an apron. Because like even to this day, I can be at home by myself and I cook in an apron.
Well, but look, I mean that is the epitome of not only just parenting, but I think even more so father daughter type connection.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where Maury, I took her once to she didn't so here I don't have any of that stuff, but like they had a junior chefs thing once out in Smyrna, and they got to make pancakes, right? because think about it, it's you can kind of do what you want. You can make a smile. You can do what you want with pancake batter on a griddle. You can drop, blueberries. Uh,
Dingleberries.
yeah, you can do anything with that type of stuff. Bacon. I mean, look, you can get real creative with batter. But I got to see her in that light too, and it was funny because I'm just like, gosh, I look at her age now, because look at yours. When she's a certain age, I guess God willing, I make it to a certain age. I look at it from the perspective of, well, is she ever gonna make me breakfast? Right? Like just in any facet where she's an adult, I could be in my early 50s and she's in her early 20s, mid 20s. And I'm at her house wherever she lives. Well, I get to show up with my wife and she makes us breakfast. But then I can recall back to this moment where, specifically in that case, it was pancakes, right? But like I can like be like, we once went to something and like you did this, and
Hey,
I don't know if you remember.
I got a vulnerable question for you because I'm thinking about it too. After you said show up with your wife, you think your daughter's gonna like your wife?
I don't know. It could be still be your mother in reality. So I don't know.
Because I wonder. I'm like, dang, if I get a new wife, which I want to, by the way, is
Mm.
my daughter gonna like her? Like that's a it's such a different dynamic because for both of us, our daughters know us with their mothers or just by ourselves.
I don't. So it's so it's so hard to look into the future, right? Like just in general, because if that was the case, everybody would hit parlays, everybody would hit the lottery. But like it's like I
Or they'll
don't
be
know.
billionaires and they just
But
manipulate the future.
let me tell you, like I care about that. I do. I care
Me
about
too.
Yeah, I care about it because of like as you know, like my mom died and like my dad got remarried. So like for me, that was it was new. I mean, I'd never seen my dad in that light. Uh
Nigga, you are also grown and gone, so it's a little bit different.
yeah, but it still hurt. And
I
when I
mean,
say
yeah, I know, no, no,
let me
I'm
say
not talking about the hurt piece of it,
but it,
and
no,
also
it wasn't
like,
like him being with another woman. I think I was more hurt about the idea of like who my dad married. So like that's why
but
that
but
goes
but but, but, but
directly to
hold on,
your
but like don't use yours. Don't use what you experience as. I'm not saying don't use it, but like think about it. You were grown and your mom passed away. That is different than. I mean, shit. You could be married by the time your daughter's 10. That's 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm thinking of it from that dynamic as somebody who already isn't growing up in that mom dad live together dynamic fully, but had it for a certain period of their early life and then adjusted to the separated life. And now then what happens when you bring, you know what I'm saying? Like I know that your experience is going to drive how you deal with the situation because that's life and human. But I guess I'm trying to like narrow the conversation to not just being all the way out here, but just thinking about like specifically how somewhat similar our journeys are with our kids and their mothers. I was married, but you
absolutely.
weren't, but like y'all were together longer, but y'all in the same city. So like it's all like the specific things to our individual situations as to how it resonates because for you it matters a lot more how much your daughter feels about who you're with because she's with you half the time.
Exactly.
Whereas
Which so
whereas
which
for me, I like I care that Low cares, but my nigga, if you here for Christmas or Thanksgiving, spring break or fall break, and 2 months in the summer, it, yeah, nigga, you got to get over some shit. You know, just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
And Lee, look, and I feel for you like more than anything because I hate the idea that they're not both in Georgia. And
It's best that way. I hate it for me too, but it's best that
I
way.
don't know if it's best that way, but
No,
like
it is. It is. It is. It is.
you know better than me. But I think the idea of her, I don't, because I don't know anything about California, but what I do know
They're
is,
liberal.
yeah, well, yes, of course we know that. Uh, but,
Josh Holsey loved it there. He got there. He hadn't left.
and he won't leave, which you haven't heard anything from him, right?
Nobody has. I talked to our person who could possibly get in touch with him, and he can't get in touch with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you guys follow? You have a number? Like,
I can talk to you about that. Not on a stream. Like I
what?
honestly. Hey,
What?
hey, no, you know what? No, I'll see you Friday. We'll talk in person.
Okay, let's do it in person. But what I will say is that my mother's daughter did text me. Let's do this. We're not
Your mother's
getting
daughter, your daughter's mother.
my daughter's daughter.
Your
You're right.
mother doesn't have any
You're a
daughters.
son of a bitch. You know that? All right.
No, nigga, you said that shit.
I
No, when
did
you
say
said
it.
it,
I did say it. Well, I'm the
so,
prick. I'm the prick.
no. It threw me off because I'm like, hold on, what nigga, what?
We got 28 minutes. Look at the clock.
Do you need to go do your shit?
No, let's just end it 30 minutes past 2 hours. That's fine.
Oh,
She's willing to wait. What it is, there is something I really need to talk to her about that is she's invested in it because it's juicy. And I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and text you about this.
hey, we don't have to go over time though.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Let's do like 30 more minutes.
Okay, bet. Yeah. Okay,
That's
bet.
what
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because
Let's end it at 1:30. Plus, I gotta
Oh,
be up
perfect.
too. But
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
son of a bitch, fuck you.
That's why I'm drinking neutrals. Vodka seltzer, real juice.
Yeah,
It's
no,
real
I
like
gotta get my. So I think I told you this. So, because now this could turn into like a warehouse, like fucking soap opera for people that like that type of stuff. There's a lot of people out here that I know that work in these places, and so like now for me, it's interesting. See, we both have different perspectives of it, but we're both kind of in the same position. You work for Big Pharma. I mean, you work for Jeff.
Hey, we don't talk about who I work for.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I feel like you brought it up. Regardless.
No, I've never said the name.
Well, I never said who Jeff was. But the point is, one's a big company. I mean, this one's honestly, I mean, our company is not a big company, but we're contracted by somewhat of a big one.
Okay.
Like they're the leading,
Yeah.
radiators and condensers on cars, right?
I know everyone has one.
They're number one in the U.S. So they're pretty big. AutoZone's a huge customer because they sell them. So like, but they come in boxes, and that's the way that they're sold, like in stores and stuff. But like,
yeah. I throw shit like that onto fucking lines every day.
We've been working with these people since 2017. That was when that contract came in, and I, of course. I mean, I know who these people are. So when I get to see them in person now, as opposed to like, I'm just a computer screen person. Like I'm somebody they see online and like, it makes it different. But now I've been here for about 6 weeks. I had like a week off because they didn't need me, which was fine. Because this is my point. The point is of me being there is that I'm there to fill in. Like this is not a permanent thing, but I honestly do enjoy the extra money. So, especially in this time period, because I'm getting the rate and it's not getting taxed. I'm getting paid as a contractor. So, like, yeah, like of course I will wake up early to do it. They've been needing us to come in early, so I've been getting up at 4 because I have to be there at 5:30. And so like I'm like, but I have to go to Duluth. You know what I mean? I gotta shower. A lot of times I like to get breakfast, but if I don't, whatever. Who cares?
What's your warehouse soap opera? Because I got a lot of them.
So there's no soap opera, but I'm saying soapbox is what I really meant.
Okay, okay,
More
okay.
so of just talking about it, because like Drewski did a skit on it where there's
Buddy,
the work wives and stuff. Oh yeah,
buddy.
we'll get to that because hold on. In about 5 minutes, let's get to just culture. We'll do Kanye's album, all that
All
stuff.
right, let's do some quick NBA.
Wait. I do want to finish this though.
Oh, okay, okay. Just finish the story and fuck the NBA because nobody
Yeah,
cares about it.
I mean, outside of maybe that Wemby talked about. Here I'll get back to this.
Bro, NBA it's a bad TV product. You can really,
Wemby said he deserves to be MVP.
Wemby needs to learn how to close out a game before he can be the MVP. He doesn't close out games for his team. Wemby it might be the MVP, but the NBA MVP is such a fucked up award, and we don't even know how to like. How do you value it? So it's a broad term, and these players are asked to do different things for their teams, and some players are statistically better, but that's because
But
of usage.
but was he wrong?
No. His point was the defense. Yeah. But the
But is
MVP
he kind
had
of wrong? The Spurs.
no.
They own
Wemby,
the Thunder this year.
Wemby's right. With he had good arguments.
If
Do
you
I
had to
think
vote, would you
Wemby's
vote for him,
MVP?
yes or no?
No.
Would you
No.
vote for Shea? Because now you can't vote for Cade.
No,
And
I'm
I
not
know
voting
that
for
was
Shea.
something that we talked about, and I said,
No, I'm not voting for Shea either.
So then is
'Cause
it Jokic? Because it's only
It's probably Jokic. It may be Luka.
okay.
And
And
I
then,
have
all right, and then there are people that say that Luka,
or
which
or
look, the
honestly,
Lakers are third right now. So I mean,
or honestly, bro, it may be Jaylen Brown.
shut the fuck up. It's
No,
not,
no. I'm saying for me, for what my criteria is,
but who's the real winner? Fuck
I'm not voting. I'm not voting for the winner. Are you asking who's going to win?
Who do you choose if gun to the head? Who do you choose today?
I don't. It's Shea or Jokic, but I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. That's all.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't vote for Shea. Like, hey, real quick on Shea, that push off that they called, that's a fucking push off. Yeah, bro. Like that he stiff armed him. And I understand the NBA is changing rules and not telling anybody, but everybody who's played a sport has been taught how to push off. You push off with a chicken wing. Once you fully extend, that is a violation. Whether it's football, basketball, any sport where you can push off, full extension is where the line where you cross the line. It's always been you can bump, but you can't extend. Shea fully extends and shoots open shots, and we go, oh man, he killing them. Well, yeah, if a defender can't hand check to guide you where he wants you to go, so he has to be off of your body, but you can then initiate contact and then fully extend it on push. What the fuck do you can't defend against that? Because if I grab your arm, it's a foul on me. They're not going to say, hey, he grabbed his arm because he pushed off.
But you're acting as if anyone acts as if this isn't new with a guy like Shea.
I know. I'm not acting like
been doing it. Like it's not like
I know.
Maybe it was egregious because it was on NBC and like they
No.
Like he does it all the time.
I know that. That's why I don't view Shea the way that a lot of people view him. I do think he's good, he's talented, and he's figured out the science of the NBA. And that's kind of the problem with sports. We've injected way too much science and analytics into sports. Like this is an art and a science. It's not, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But like, I can't respect personally. He's fire. Nigga's 30 a night. Like I don't knock that. I don't knock his skill, but because of his whistle and because he can push off like that, like if you can full arm extend push off, bro, I can't do anything. Like you played basketball, like in the era of basketball that we played, you're mad about a chicken wing bump. You're like, hey, come on, man, he bumping. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
why
do
do you do
shit.
that?
Like you're not gonna call a charge if I hold my ground, but if I do anything else, it's gonna be a foul, or it's gonna be a no call, and he gets a wide open shot. Okay, cool. But now when you can extend that and the defense doesn't get any more, like if you're not gonna give the defense more but give the offense more, I view it differently.
That's
His like
fair.
his step back isn't James Harden's step back.
But that's why you don't want to give him the MVP either.
Well, yeah, because I don't. But I think that's how MVP voters should be. I think that it should be a bunch of biased people. That's why you vote, right?
Correct.
You have a bunch of people with their own biases, but you respect their biases and their knowledge of the game. And then when they vote, you get an answer because we actually don't know. But in the age of media being a big business and like actually being the business that drives sports, because I think teams are moving players because that creates more storylines, which creates more ad revenue for the media companies, which means they can charge more for their league. And we're pushing these things that aren't about basketball. So when the media says, hey, yeah, Shay's the MVP. Everybody should say Shay's the MVP. Well, why the fuck are we voting if we're going to have a consensus
But
before the
that's
ballot?
never been the case because even last year, you know that like I mean, I'm not a voter, but like I was all over Jokic's nutsack. I mean, not to be like
Well, you are this year
frank,
too
but
because
I
you're. I
told you,
mean,
I
you're.
said I was
I
like,
mean, because you're like the media though.
he's a 3-time MVP and had his best season, and them niggas were like, nah, he not the MVP, and it's just like, okay, but they
Well,
were the MVP.
but that's consistent with MVP voting.
Yeah, because he's a part of that LeBron group.
Like
Voters
and that's
fatigue
my
is real.
and that's my circle back to
He already
Wemby.
lost it to Embiid.
But hold on, but
That was
that's my
voters fatigue.
yeah, but he won one that Shea should have probably won the year before when
I
he had
disagree.
to. Well, nigga averaged 30 and they were supposed to be like a 7 seed and they were like a 1 or a 2 seed.
This year
I
he
think
leads the NBA in assists and fucking rebounds, and he's third in scoring. I don't
yeah, because
understand that. That's
because
why when you brought up Cade,
you're a stat
I was like,
you're a stat because you're a stat guy. You're only
no, I'm
talking
not a
stats.
stat guy. I
You're a
watched the
stat
game
guy.
too.
But like your defense, and we've done this before. Your defense is based on stats.
They're not based just on stats. They win too.
No.
Just because the Pistons are having
no, but hold on.
Last year, now they're the one.
I'm
wondering about this. I bet.
But we haven't talked basketball, and I would tell you that I'm off of my case. Hold on before. But hold on. No, don't make a conclusion yet. Let me tell you something new before you make your conclusion.
Okay.
I'm off of my Cade MVP hill because I've watched them play without Cade. They're still a really good basketball team.
Yeah, they didn't beat the Thunder, but they went to
overtime. Well, yes. They could have won that game.
And that was without Tobias Harris and Duncan Robinson and Jalen Durant.
Well, yeah, they didn't, and Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, no. So I'm saying I'm off my Cade. I'm off my Cade MVP hill because I've watched them without Cade. They beat the Lakers without Cade. They have a good record without Cade. Shit.
They have another All-Star. I know Bubble Murray did make the All-Star team this year. Jokic has been doing it the whole time without him being one.
Yeah. But they play.
I mean,
yes, but they also play through him. So it's the stats.
Jamal Murray needs to do what he needs to do when they need him to do it. I know that's
but you. I know, but like, see, when you presented your Joker case, all you presented was stats. You didn't present anything else. So I'm gonna go off what you presented.
He's the best player in the NBA.
Okay, that doesn't mean
that is the fucking case. He's the best.
But that doesn't. I'm not arguing with that, but that doesn't make him. I'm not arguing with that, but that doesn't make him the MVP every year.
You sound like a bronze section.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Just nigga, Charles Barkley won an MVP. MJ was the best player in the league that year. Charles Barkley.
Fair.
Are you gonna say that
AI's
Charles
won an
Barkley
MVP
deserves
with
an MVP?
Shaq and Kobe being better players than him.
Who?
AI, Allen Iverson.
Nah. He earned that MVP.
I'm not saying he didn't earn it. I'm just saying, was he the best player in the NBA?
He was better than Kobe at that
Impact and
point.
influence does not have any.
No.
Michael Vick
He was
would be an MVP. I mean,
he was
what are
better.
we?
No.
They're not
I
comparable.
was
No, I'm not
no.
comparing.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Iverson got his niggas to the
Lee,
finals,
I'm
nigga.
not comparing.
Michael Vick,
I'm not.
no. Michael Vick hadn't won an NFC championship. He hadn't been to a Super Bowl. Get the fuck out of here.
But
I
that
don't
was AI's
no. But
only
you're
year
not
in the NBA.
no. There, if you're having a culture conversation, Michael Vick and Allen Iverson, great conversation. If you're having a fucking 757 conversation, great conversation. But if you're talking about actual impact and you're talking about MVP, don't bring Michael Vick into Allen Iverson's MVP conversation. Allen Iverson averaged 26 a game on a career, bro. Let's
I
stop that.
know.
Like Michael Vick was not a top quarterback at anything but a non-quarterback thing. No, but Allen Iverson was a shooting guard who won scoring titles and retired averaging 26 a game. He did what the fuck he was supposed to do, get buckets up.
I agree with you. You need to understand we're on the same team.
But you brought him up. You brought it up. You compared Allen Iverson MVP to a Michael Vick MVP. It's not a good example. It's a terrible example.
They're like synonymous. So,
but not on the field. Not playing. Allen Iverson.
No, but their cultural impact and what people think.
But we are talking about all the field shit.
Player than Michael Vick was quarterback.
Don't bring Michael Vick winning an MVP into an Allen Iverson MVP conversation.
But there are people in Atlanta, Lee. There are people here that will say that. The reason Matt Ryan's won an MVP and people think he's better than him. So
but what is that? What is that?
I think that at one point Michael Vick was the best quarterback in the NFL. That is what that means.
Hey, but look, they're not on this show. So why are we even using? So why are we?
I want to get those niggas on this show.
So why we even use the way they think to discredit a valid MVP?
Lee,
that nigga drugged that bum ass Sixers team to the finals. Finals.
Wait, Lee, do you? Because we gotta hurry up and get the culture here soon. Do you have that microphone? 404 a day. We need to be down there talking to these people about this stuff.
I mean, I'm on the cordless mic right now.
Then QTNA no longer exists because they've been answered.
You got to pop it off because I'm not good.
I'm going to be here. Oh, well, you know.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to be an influencer in a while.
I will do it not to go viral. I will do it because you know that I'll defend my answer on like Matt Ryan or Michael Vick. If I walk up to any nigga in Atlanta, you know what I'm going to say.
Hey, can you get one of your friends to like record us? So we don't have to worry about shit like that.
Well, we got Faith on film.
They're
even more. If it's a woman, they're even more.
That's what I meant by one of your friends because she had texted me back when I told her we shouted her out.
Now she's one of my friends.
No. I'm saying one of your friends to pull up because she hasn't texted me back when I said we shouted her out.
Yeah, I can get a chick for.
So I don't know if I can get her to pull up.
As long as she's here, I promise you. Even though she won't want to do it in that way, she will definitely do it.
George.
Yep. Hell yeah. I know that she'll fucking do it.
Yeah, you should.
She's a content person herself.
Yeah, I mean, you should send her that text because I mean she's supposed to be on the show.
Here, I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna be like, "Are you gonna be in New Orleans or Atlanta for 404 day?"
There we go.
Well, it's the truth. I mean,
I know this shit up. How much time do we got? Because I can't see the time from here.
10 minutes. Let's get to culture.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about in culture? Go ahead and glaze Kanye.
I will. So Kanye dropped a new album, his first solo in 5 years because Donda was the last one. Donda was great, obviously. I mean, Mercedes been saying it was a, you know,
He dropped down to 2.
no, I don't count that. I don't. I honestly don't. Like, I don't count that. But I guess he did. I don't count that. But Donda was the last actual album he dropped. And not because Donda 2's bad either. It's just I don't count it because there was no nothing. It came out and then like he
He
didn't
was
really
quote
drop
unquote
this, but
canceled.
it's on streaming platform. I don't count that.
He was canceled when he dropped it.
I just don't count it, and it's not even a bad album either. But like, I don't count it. I just don't count it. But like, this was the first album that he had dropped, and uh, honestly, I was disappointed. When I say disappointed, I wasn't. It wasn't bad. I was disappointed at first through the first listen because I didn't think it was as good as I wanted it to be. I've listened to it probably about 4 times now in full. So I think the album's good, and I think that like this is an album like Jesus or 808s that's going to grow on people. It's a different album. It sounds good. Obviously, the production's never kind of been an issue with him. So like anyone, but I can tell you my favorite songs. I have to pull it up though real quick. White Lines is definitely one. This one here is one. Hold on, I gotta go to it. Because those are just off my top of my head. You know, King is good. The intro is good. Father, I know is the one that he did the video with Travis Scott. Travis Scott's on it. That's the song he's pushing. I know he's doing a concert actually tonight in about an hour at SoFi. So he sold out SoFi. So he can sell out. We know that he can do stadium.
Well, here's the thing about Kanye, right?
All the love is like
he's uncancelable because
yes, exactly.
Because he actually has a legitimate fan base that's not a internet farmed fake fan base to generate money. He actually has real fans because when I saw the album dropped, I kind of stopped what I was doing and started listening. And then I was like, hey, I'm busy. I can't finish this because it's Kanye. I need to listen to it. And then when I got done working in my yard, I like came in the house and I like sat down and just listened to the album, just cover to cover because it's Kanye.
So what?
I'm a real fan.
I know that you don't have a review, but like on that,
it sounded good.
What did you think?
It sounded good, so that means I'm gonna go back to it.
So
I'm gonna actually go back to it tonight after the show.
Good. And so like the thing is that it did take a second listen for me to pause, swallow it. Like it was so again, I haven't had much time to do a lot of stuff, but like the thing is that I did listen to the album.
We know you made time for that. I mean, you might listen to the album over sex with a new woman.
Oh man, the right bitch, yeah. But like the thing is that it is honestly, it's honestly a good album. It is not. So I told Justice this specifically. It's not better than Donda, but what I do think is that this is like an apology album. I compare it to 444 for Jay-Z and Mr. Morale for Kendrick. If we want to do more recent albums, it's like because it's personal from the apology. It's an apology album for him.
You don't even like 444.
No, I do. I think 444 is solid, but like it's not one of Jay-Z's best. But this is not one of Kanye's best. I just don't think that it's. Some people, I think it's going to age a lot better than people think. I think that like he's doing a lot of good stuff on there. All the lines, no, White Lines, I'm sorry. And hold on, because I still got to get the names down.
The CeeLo song sounds really good in my ears.
I do. I sent you that because he put it up. Yeah, Bully. That the title track. Bully's good. They're all good. I mean, Preacher Man and Beauty and the Beast both came out like almost 2 years ago. It feels like Those are good too. Like it's all good. Like this is what I'm saying. They're all good. But my personal favorites, White Lines, this one here, Punch Drunk, his daughter and him are the only producers credited. I love that. I love that shit. But that's a classic Kanye type beat. Like it, you know,
Man, look.
Father's good. King is good. There,
Hey, here's what you need to do. You need to
there's
watch
no
the Lamar.
skits on here. Honestly,
You
seriously.
know, you need to watch the Lamar Odom doc so we can talk about it next week because I'll just say Chloe. I'll say Chris Jenner had her fucking greasy palms all over that.
So you think she's getting paid off of it?
Well, Chloe's in it, and she's in it a lot, and she talks a lot. And
Well, she was
when she
married
start,
to him.
yeah, she was married to him, and yeah, but yeah, you should watch it because yeah, Lamar probably should have been with his first baby mama. She loved him. That
Okay.
nigga played. Nah, he played the Kardashians.
He played
Just
him.
what? Yeah, just watch it. Nah, yeah, nah, real Queens nigga shit. You know what I mean? Quarter
I
waters,
don't know.
tchotchkes.
I tell you, I'll ask the Queen's native that I'm going to call here in the next 2 minutes. But no, I wouldn't know. I don't know what Queens does outside of what I've seen. And
Before we go though, I just gotta say that Steve Smith of ESPN has been in the headlines the last week. You know, Cam, Jason Whitlock addressed him on Cam Newton's podcast, and it really wasn't about Stephen A. at all, but that's what became the headline. Um, then the media did what it did with that back and forth. You know, as he's going viral on sports stuff, he was on Real Time with Bill Maher. You know, y'all think I'm fucking stupid. This shit was done on purpose. Um, and he goes on there and he gives his political beliefs and what he would do. And you know, a lot of that comes from what's it called? It comes from you know, him propping himself up and not being involved in politics. So just be weary of people running for office or potentially running for office who give you their solutions without considering the other ties that bind them when they're in those positions. That's all. This is just a PSA not to vote for Stephen A. Smith for anything presidential because he's not presidential. He is going to be he's going to be funded by handlers and he's going to talk and they are going to do. But anyways, man, that's our show for the week. Parlay Pete's computer died, and we're done here. So we'll see y'all next week. Sorry for the time off, but we'll be back.